Chapter 9 times 9 times 9 divided by 9 times 9. Like before, there was a small screen in the door. This time there was no keypad, but there was a message on the screen. Touch the one problem that has the incorrect answer. You have 5 minutes to find it. A counter popped up under the message. "You're kidding!" Benedict screamed. He spun around as if trying to find the best place to start, or maybe to drill his way out of the room. "Calm down. It won't give us a test we can't pass." I noticed there wasn't any pencil or paper. I was pretty sure I wouldn't be able to do most of the problems in my head. I walked to the back wall and looked at the problems in front of me. The first 4 were right at eye level. 478 times 18 equals 8,604. 27 times 135 equals 3,645. 9 times 18,726 equals 168,534. 58 times 72 equals 4,176. "Think," I said to Benedict. "There's no way we can check them all out by doing the math. Not in," I glanced at the timer, 4 minutes and 40 seconds. "How else can we check them?" "I know I've said this before," Benedict said, "but why are you asking me?" I sighed and let my head slump forward. There were numbers on the floor. I saw a huge 9 by the door. Stretching out from that, crossing the floor, I saw 18, 27, 36, 45, 54. It was multiples of 9. There was something familiar about that. I stepped back so I could see all of them. "Look," I said to Benedict, "do you see what's happening with the numbers?" He moved next to me and looked down. "Why are you asking?" "Wait! I see it. The numbers on the right go down one at a time." "You got it." I could see it in my mind. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, and the other numbers in the tens place go up by 1. I could see that too. 9, 1, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5. "How does that help?" Benedict asked. "I'm not sure, but it means there's a pattern." I glanced at the timer. We'd used up a whole minute. I thought about the pattern, and I realized why it seemed familiar. When we first met Cypher, he'd been ranting about numbers. One of the things he'd said was 9 times 8 is 72. Add the 7 to the 2, you get 9 again. In each of the numbers on the floor, the digits added up to 9. Had a feeling that this was true no matter how big the numbers got. If it went up on one side and down the same amount on the other, the total had to stay the same when you added the digits. "That's it." I scanned the walls so fast I got dizzy. "Look at the problems. In each one, there's a multiple of 9. Yeah, I see 18. That's 2 times 9. There's 27. That's 3 times 9. There's even 72. He moved like it was going to tap the wall by the 72, but I grabbed his wrist. "Be careful. We're supposed to tap the problem with the wrong answer." "Oops, that would be bad." "Okay, so how does this help us?" I pointed to the first problem. 478 times 18 equals 8,604. Cypher was telling us about this. Look, if you add 8 plus 6 plus 0 plus 4 in the answer, you get 18, and the 1 and the 8 from 18 together, you get 9. So that problem is correct. You start on the left wall. I'll start on the right one. Add up the digits in the answer. If you end up with more than one digit, add those digits too. You should always end up with 9. So if you don't, that's the one we have to tap. We got to work. I was amazed at how every time I added the digits in the answer, it led me to 9. It might add up to 18 or 27 or a higher number first, but those digits added up to 9. I realized I could even stop as soon as I knew I had a multiple of 9. After a minute, I discovered another shortcut. If I saw two digits that added to 9, I didn't even have to add them into the total. I could just cross them off in my mind. I started to really zip through the problems, like this one. 434 times 18 equals 7,812. I could see at a glance that I could toss out the 7 on the 2 and the 2 on the outside, since they added to 9. The same with the 8 and the 1 in the middle. If I weren't in danger of being trapped, I would have really been enjoying this. I realized a problem could still be wrong, even if the digits added to 9. They could scramble the digits in the answer, but that seemed like an unfair test. I just had to hope the test was fair. I finished the first wall. How are you doing? I asked Benedict. I'm about halfway done, he said. I'll do the back wall. Look for pairs you can toss out, I added. If I could keep up my pace, we'd make it, but I was starting to get worried that if I hadn't found the error yet, I hoped I hadn't missed it by mistake. There wasn't enough time to go back and double check anything. I had just reached the bottom of the back wall when Benedict said, I got it. Are you sure? I think it's the one. Can you check it? Yeah. As I walked over, I saw that the timer was almost down to 0. No, go ahead. Do it. We only have 3 seconds. Benedict tapped the wall. I hope I didn't make a mistake. I looked at the problem. 72 times 388 equals 27,136. There wasn't even time for me to add the numbers, but before the lock whirled open, I realized this was the problem we'd been looking for. The answer, 27,136, was obviously wrong. The 7 and the 2 on one side added up to 9, and the 3 and 6 on the other side also added up to 9. So the number in the middle, the 1, should have been a 9 or a 0. I hope the next room is easier, Benedict said as we walked through the door. Me too. There was a table in the middle, like in the very first room. But when I saw the walls, which were covered with twice as many math problems as the room we were leaving, I had a feeling it wasn't going to be easier at all.